Alright, hello everybody, we are back with another session of world building in Unreal Engine. Awesome. So last time we got the island to look a little bit more like a dragon, which is super exciting, and I think it's a very cool thing for this. Now it has a very interesting silhouette, and right now the idea is to get the rest of this working properly. So let's see. I'm just going to go around the island a little bit. And the idea is to just push all the little mountains down, so we don't have any mountains out of the water. Just give it a quick double check to see if everything is looking nice. In a 3D view. Awesome. That's nice. Here we got some mountains that we can actually push up and down like this into the water. Nice. Just making sure there's no like very noticeable artifacts, even though these areas might not be accessible or visible. It's always nice to keep an eye for those little details. Hey Chris, how are you? So right now I'm just gonna push some of these down. Hope you're liking the island. Let me show you. It's it has this shape of a dragon, some kind of snake dragon. So I'm going over the island and giving it more of a beautiful shape before.
What is this? Are you creating a game?
Hey, banana edit. That's a nice name. This is a 3D environment in Unreal Engine that I'm creating for an RPG game. So the idea is to use this for a video game. I'm working with a small team to create something interesting. Right here we're gonna have some issues with the landscape. So how can we get rid of this thing? Let's think about it. We can maybe get another. Let me just hide this floating dungeon for now. And
That's nice.
hey Eri, how are you?
Okay, I will play.
I appreciate it. Hopefully we will get some nice keys. There's a big delay in the chat, so I get to hear the messages a little bit later, just in case, if you guys just for you guys to know. Also, I'm streaming vertically and horizontally, so if you're interested in the menus and all the technical aspects, you can go into the horizontal stream in my YouTube. You will see two different streams. One says horizontal and the other vertical, and you will be able to look at all the menus and all the things I'm clicking on. Because if you are in the shorts feed, the vertical aspect ratio sorry guys. I'm not sure. I'm just a freelancer for this game. I'm not sure how much my director wants to sell this for, and basically I'm not going to get any cut from that because I'm being hired just to do the environment. But hopefully it's gonna be not too expensive. I hope it's not going to be too expensive, because we want the most amount of people to play it, right? And there's also a lot of competition, so this is not going to be like, you know, I'm calculating, not sure, right? Like I'm just throwing like a random number, but not below $20. I think it's gonna be something around maybe 15 or something, but who knows, right? It's on the director decision to do this. And I don't know if he's planning to do like a first small version of the game and then add more expansions to it, but I'm just what's the word, just guessing, right? So don't take my word for this. It's his project, and he's going to decide how much what he's going to do with it. At the beginning, like as long as I knew, he's still not he's not interested in that aspect yet. He really wants to create something interesting first, and then see if it is actually worth it, right? Something that is good enough to be sold. But so far I'm very happy with my team. We got some amazing C++ programmer who is going to create some very interesting mechanics for this game. And also I like the story of the game. It's super interesting, and the storyline, so I'm pretty happy about those aspects. At least that's my thought process, right? Like in the future I want to make my own games as well, and I want to make like very small experiences. I want to make games that you can play with your friends, maybe on a weekend, like an 8-hour 10-hour game, so you can play it 2 days and you're done. Something like going to the movie theater, something like that. Not exactly, but something that you can finish in a weekend. So just do something very small, something very fun, something that people will enjoy, and if they really like it, we can make a sequel. We can make something interesting. We can continue the thing, because games they take a long time to make, and you don't want to spend like years working on a project and then realize that people are not actually interested in the game, or it has a lot of problems. So I'm all about like being very open and just streaming the process when it comes to the art and stuff, and also getting feedback. That's super important, like getting a demo out there so you can get players' feedback and see what works, what doesn't, what people want, what they don't want. Because at the end of the day, this is a game is something that needs to satisfy the player, right? Like it's not something that, it's more of a design kind of thing, right? It's not about art. It's not like, oh, this is my artistic expression. It can be very expressive for sure, but it's more about satisfying somebody's need and making it interesting, making it fun for people to play. I think that's the most important aspect of a video game. It's a very interesting medium. I think it's super cool. And when you get that nice gameplay combined with beautiful visuals, wow, magic happens. So I'm super happy to be working on a project like this. Okay, so here we do have some more floating mountains. Let's get those pushed a little bit. And we're gonna change those for snow mountains, right? Because we don't want these green mountains right next to the to the other ones. just getting a little bit of the silhouette worked up, and then we'll start spawning foliage and working a little bit on the biomes and the trees. And also we're gonna have another island, which is gonna be a very special island where a very special character will live in there. So I'm very excited about working on that as well. But now I just want to really clean up this as much as possible. Even though this might not be accessible to the player, I still want every angle to be as clean as possible, so we don't have any intersection. Okay, now we're gonna work a little bit on the landscape so we can close a little bit of this area right here. Just make sure your PCG graphs it's a dragon island, which it's similar to reptiles and dinosaurs. If I'm pronouncing that correctly. Hey Fino, how you doing? So let's get this landscape just a little bit done in here. We're gonna get this thing and go to landscape and close those little gaps using the landscape manage tool. And hopefully after this we can start placing some assets and doing some fun stuff. We go to manage add, and here
Doing fine. Slightly pace.
awesome. Fino, I was going to ask you, do you know any realistic pirate ships asset packs around there? I'm looking for a realistic pirate ship. I still need to see if we are going to use it for the other concept art project, but I worked on the lighting yesterday on the camera angles, and I got something very cool. Actually, I wanna do something very interesting with that project today after this stream. And at the same time, I'm starting my new job on October 21st, so I'm like, oh no, I want to keep on streaming, but I won't be able to stream that much. I still want to do an hour of streaming per day, if that's possible, maybe at night. Because I do want to keep up with my YouTube channel. I'll try to make more tutorials of everything I've been learning and release them as short videos. I think that's gonna be very interesting. I need to take advantage of the short videos on YouTube. They are...
To be realistic, most pirate ships in the past were stolen at harbors before being pimped into pirate ships.
That's very cool. I didn't know that. Pirates are so cool, right? Like, wow. I believe that back in the day, probably, people were very scared of pirates. Like, they were like some crazy guys just stealing everything and breaking everything.
Hello.
Hey, Ragnarok.
There was no other way for them to even get ships.
Makes sense, right? Like, you need a lot of resources, right, to build a ship. It's just not easy, even nowadays, right? Like, just imagine how hard it was back in the day. So now I'm
Today's pirates have guns.
yeah, the world is a crazy place. So I'm just gonna push this environment a little bit here, just this little landscape to make a nice kind of connection to the sea, and then we can start spawning some beautiful assets on this island. Yay. Just a reminder, guys, if there's somebody watching the vertical stream, meaning that if the aspect ratio is just like a short video, right, on YouTube, you can go to my channel and click on the horizontal stream. That way you can see the menus and all the technical aspects that I'm doing inside Unreal Engine, because I'm dual streaming, one for the short feed.
People are watching. The easiest way for a group of pirates was to unite and steal a big ship before scaring the shit out of trading ships.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, I got people on the vertical stream and I got people on the horizontal, so you guys can talk to each other through the voice chat. But just letting you know, because some people ask me like, hey, why is the stream vertical? Don't worry, guys, I appreciate you. Don't worry. This process is much it's about recording the process, about documenting the process, about sharing my knowledge. And I know there's a lot of people who watch my live streams after I go live, which I really appreciate. And I also appreciate the people who help me with the technical aspects of Unreal Engine and stuff like that. So I'm very, very grateful for anybody. I do like the horizontal one, you know, cause
And tutorials should not be in shorts.
I know, but you need to understand that the reach that you get from shorts video is much higher. It's it's to get discovered, right? It's an introduction to your channel. I've been getting a lot of people interested in the stream through the shorts feed. Once they like what I do and they wanna join the horizontal stream, they can just go and join. And that's how I've been getting a lot of people interested, because they're just scrolling on their phone and they're like, hey, this is kind of cool, I want to see what this guy is doing. You know, I understand like the vertical stream is not the most cool thing, like it's not like the nicest thing to watch, but it's a good way to get new people interested, which has been working very nice for me.
The shorts of your channel never reached out to me. Sad face.
My shorts are pretty are pretty bad. Please don't watch them. I got a short with I think 16 dislikes or something. So I understood that they were not the nicest shorts. And also, when a lot of people dislike your short videos, it means also something positive. It means that YouTube is pushing your videos to a new audience, and this new audience is like, why the heck I'm getting this? So they dislike it and they're like, nope, I don't want to watch that. But also means that the shorts are very low quality, and there are some people who don't want to have that in their feed. So I really appreciate that as well. You know, people giving feedback just by disliking something is super important as well.
If your shorts are really bad, we really should not watch them. Laughing face.
I don't recommend you watching my shorts just yet. You know, give me a chance and I will make better shorts. Right now they are not so cool, so don't watch them, please. You need to think about shorts as an introduction to your channel. You need to think about them as a way to introduce new people to what you are doing on YouTube. So it's very important.
I did not say watch. I said watch. Surprised face.
You got me there, you got me.
I know someone called FPS God. He is a YouTuber also, and he has 5 or 4 subs.
yeah, everybody starts small. That's how it goes.
Some shorts and some sorts of pants.
Now we're gonna get pants. On October 15, shorts are going to be longer. So you will be able to make longer shorts, which we might be able to call them pants now. This is a joke that I heard from Pirate Software, a very well-known streamer who worked in Blizzard. Pretty cool guy, I would say. Pretty smart guy as well. So yeah, super exciting thing. Yep, my YouTube has been getting.
His first subscriber.
Oh wow, that's very impressive. That's very impressive. Should probably get a,
BRB. On October 15th, I have an appointment with my doctor to check my arm.
What happened to your arm, Fino? I hope you don't have wrist problems, dude. Because that's not good. I want to get one of those vertical mouses where you don't twist your wrist, because like, especially if you have big hands, I mean small or big hands, whatever kind of hands, you should probably use an ergonomic mouse. We spend a lot of time in the computer. You need to stretch out, you need to have timers, and if you have the possibility to
Feels like it is not my arm.
oh Jesus. Oh my god, that doesn't sound very nice. Fuck.
No, it's a whole arm playing tennis arm.
Oh, you play tennis. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, I mean, definitely go check it out, because it's good that you play tennis. I'm pretty happy for you, but definitely go check it out. Yeah. Oh, okay. The thing you have, it's called tennis arm. Okay. I've never heard of that. Shit, I will. I hope it's nothing serious, dude. Cause damn. I do sometimes get backaches, like, cause I'm a very long, like, I'm just a very tall guy, and longer stems, they break easier than shorter stems, so I need to be careful with that. I used to work in music events, and I used to carry a lot of heavy weight, and just it was not good for my back. Just pulling stuff around and stuff, that's that kind of thing. So yeah.
Healing takes from 2 weeks to 2 years.
Are you serious? And is this arm your main arm? Like, are you right-handed or left-handed? Damn. Oh, dude, I'm sorry, dude. I hope you get better. There's
But this tennis arm is working overtime already.
it is the main arm you use for your mouse. I mean, it's the same arm you use to control the mouse on your computer.
It's my main arm.
Oh shit. Well, yeah.
But the pen still works.
I mean, it's all connected, right? It's all connected. Yeah, I hope you can find some kind of physical therapy, some kind of exercises that you can do to help out. Damn, dude. I hope you get better. Yeah, like, people don't talk about this a lot, but you really need to think about your body health, your health in general, right? Like, we are like not meant to be sitting down on the computer for hours straight. I had a little back ache on my eyes today, and I was like, should I stream today or should I just take the day off? I was really thinking about it, and I was like, oh Jesus, I don't know. And then I took a shower, had some food, drank a bunch of water, and I was like, cleaned up my glasses, and I was like, yeah, let's just do it. But we need to take it easy. Yeah. This is a big topic, actually. Very, very big topic. This is a...
So it's not healthy to sit for too long.
Oh no.
Water can collect in your feet.
Oh yeah. This book, it's like a back exercise book. It shows a lot of exercises that you can do in your home for the back, for back health. Hey, Ragnarok, am I pronouncing that right? Ragnarok? Sorry, I should probably know better. Since it's such a well-known character. But yeah, I wish you the best, Fino. Hopefully you get that fixed. Okay, this is nice. I'm going to continue with the flatten tool right here, and I'm just going to push a little bit of this coastline. I want to push it out a little bit like this to create some coastline right here.
I just do my projects by ignoring the arm.
But does it hurt a lot, or what's... Hopefully it doesn't hurt too much.
There is another person watching, but they aren't talking in chat.
don't worry, Ragnarok. Not everybody not everybody needs to talk. I appreciate everybody watching, and that's good. So I'm going to get some of this flattened brush and just push it out a little bit like this, and then erosion to get some of this. That's okay, not gonna work too much on this. A little coastline. I'm going to
Join us in widescreen lip stream.
And here I'm going to just smooth out a little bit to get that like nicer, smoother kind of coastline effect, which is gonna be just smooth out here a little. Yep, not going to touch this too much because we still need to define what's going to happen with this area. But the idea is to... Nice, now the dragon is looking better. Oh, we have another little piece of the landscape that I need to change. Oh, those are... It came much easier than I thought. I thought these changes were going to take me like a long time, but it actually was not that bad at the end. Let's see. Let's try to push this one here and a little bit up. Just to block out a little bit here and close this little gap around this area. I like something like this. That's kind of cool. Nice. We can also just get some mountains here to get rid of this kind of landscape there. That's okay. Now we have an issue. You see this river? It's supposed to go out, so we're gonna push this out to the to the ocean through this part right here. Okay. So I'm going to select the landscape, going to landscape mode. Yeah, I need to actually go run and swim a little bit more often. Take advantage of this apartment before I go back to the city. Yeah, I think tomorrow I'm gonna go for a nice swim. Since
I really would like to see this island with mega scans.
oh, just wait for the other stream. Just wait for the other stream. I'm actually, yeah, I'm pretty excited about the other one too. Let's go to flatten. I enjoy low.
Bit of sand over to the right.
Yeah. We're gonna get that a little bit better. Don't worry. It's just right now I'm trying to just block out a little bit the direction of the main details, and then we can get to the primary details, and then we can get into like the nicer little things. For now, I want to really make more sense of this, because we have some rivers that are not able to find its way back to the ocean. For example, this river, we need to close it, so we're gonna go back to landscape and flatten out a little bit here. We're gonna get this going here with the flatten brush and just go like and close that gap right there. Boom, 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 boom. Something around those lines, and then we're gonna try to give it a little bit of a curve right here. Okay, and now I want to use the sculpting brush, make it big, like 10,000, and push it in a little bit there, and also push these little things into the ocean a little bit like that. And then we can use the erosion tool a little bit. Oof, that was too much. This landscape is a little bit big. It doesn't like to be, and I recommend maybe breaking, if you're making a very big map, maybe use several smaller landscapes, because working with a very big one, it starts to become a little bit difficult. So I'm going to go into sculpting and just pushing this a little bit nicer. Also, I think I'm just gonna smooth it out. Here, this area needs a little bit of work. But yeah, for sure, we're gonna get back to that tropical coast and get that sand looking nice with vegetation and everything. It's gonna be super nice. I just need to get this approved when my team is super happy about this. I will continue with detailing, because if I add the detail and then they ask me for changes, it's going to be a lot of things to work on. It's gonna be a little more difficult to get those changes implemented. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this little river just going into that direction. It makes it a little curve, and then I'm going to push this into the ocean as well. So let's just push it out. I see it has a little curve right there. Make it straight. That's nice. And then we go back to landscape and just push it down a little bit. Where's it? Sculpt and shift to just push it a little bit in there. Nice, that's it. Yep, we can even push maybe this little area right here to get it nicer. That's cool. Something like that. And right here, I think I can get away with. Oh, I understand why I didn't did that before. Okay, now we need to hide that little piece of water there. I see. No problem. We're gonna just save, and we're gonna get some rocks let's see, let's find an interesting rock. So let's go control browse to find the family of rocks, and I'm going to choose something cool like maybe this one right here, and let's see the size. Okay, let's go 0.3. Let's make it small and try to just find a sweet spot where we can like just cover that up. Maybe we can make it more vertical, not too much, because then it starts looking kind of weird. That's a good thing about stylized assets. You can really scale them around and push them around, and it doesn't really matter that much because the textures we are using are very just a kind of simple textures, which is kind of nice. But at the same time, maybe this is not the shape I'm looking for. I think I'm going to try to get rocks like this, a little bit bigger like that, and just try to hide this little thing a little better, with a nice kind of rock formation, something along those lines. And then we can just push these ones a little bit closer. Oh, I see where the cut is. All of this is just temporary because we're gonna get some different water, and this might also change in the future, but I like to just give it a quick pass like that. And let's see, because if you see the map from far away, you will realize that this is where the water originates in the level. Hey Flybird, how are you? So the water comes from up there, goes down here, and it's like where the water originates in the level. And here we're gonna have a magical forest. It's gonna be very interesting. Unfortunately, we got the map cut because the shape of the dragon, but here is where the thing was going to be, somewhere around this. We can hide that. We still have a lot of areas here to hide like a magical forest around this area. And we are going to have a temple in the jungle, which can also be placed on this other part, and we can extend it to these areas. We still have a lot, but now the
Magical forest, let's go.
yay. Yeah, we got some super cool assets for that, that I'm very excited about. But now I want to change this little tiny spline here. So I'm gonna just get the points and try to get the river a little bit nicer, so it goes a little bit out into the ocean. Yep. A little bit into the ocean like that. The problem is this the start of the... Can I delete those points of a spline? Delete spline point? Yes, awesome. Delete spline point. We're gonna make this river a little bit shorter since we already reached the ocean. And here I'm going to try to find that spot.
Right now I am migrating all models I bought on CG Trainer into two combined model project for easier migration into new projects.
Oh, that's very nice. Yeah, I migrated some stuff yesterday. Thankfully it was pretty quick since it was just low poly things, so that was good. So here I'm going to okay, I'm having some challenges here. I need to get all of this and scale it on the z-axis and push it down into the water just a little bit so it feels more believable. And we have a little landscape issue right there, and here we're gonna just try to push this down as well. And this one is going to be...
Combined model project.
Oh wow, That's interesting. Yeah, and here I need to maybe just also just scale up this mountain and push it down, and this one I can get rid of. Oh, maybe not.
Let the rocks touch the ocean floor if you intend to add a swimming system.
That's a good question. Yeah, that's a good advice and a good question. I need to ask my team, are we going to be able to swim around these areas? Because if it does, it means we need to create underwater environments all around the thing, which is it is going to really make things a little bit more complicated. So we will see what is going to happen there. Okay, so here I'm just going to push this down a little. Yep. And now I kind of want to see the landscape only, because we do have some issues here, which I kind of expected to have. Let's just go around the island super quick to see if there's something floating. I think it's up. I found something floating. Let's push it down just enough.
Just make sure they don't dive under the rocks.
Yeah, a nice solution could be just mirror them and go from there, or just modify them a little bit so they have a bottom part. That's probably a nicest solution. Just modify all the rocks so they have so it's a closed model, right? A little bit what we were talking about with the mega scans, which I did yesterday because I needed a little piece that was opened up. Okay, cool. So now let's get rid of the landscape that we don't need. So here I'm just going to see what happens if I select this landscape. Do you know how to isolate one specific thing in Unreal? I know it's possible, but I totally forgot how to just isolate one single object. The other solution is just put snow mountains and get rid of all the mountains for now. Hide them, I mean.
Prevent them to dive too deep. Place a big overlap volume under the landscape to teleport the players out of the water if they dive too deep.
Or just a breathing system. If you go for too long in the water, well, you're out of oxygen. That's another solution, right? Yeah, let's get rid of these little pieces of landscape here, which are not really going to be used for now.
This will also prevent them to fall through the ground.
That's important. I do have a sea floor, which we can add collisions to, so that's a good solution. But nonetheless, I don't think most of these areas are going to be playable. We're gonna have some underwater areas for sure, but I don't think we will be able to just swim wherever we want. Okay, I don't want to add, I want to select. Oops. So let's just select all of these and this right here, and then we just delete and click. Yep, just get rid of those.
I mean, like really fall through the map in an endless fall.
Yeah, if we have collisions, they should not fall anywhere, right? Select. If the sea bottom has a collision, they are not going to be able to fall. There you go. I got rid of that. Now the landscape is a little bit smaller. That's always very good to have a smaller landscape. It's great for performance. And then we can just get all the mountains with Control H. Boom, we can appear them again. Then let's check the silhouette of the dragon. Looks very nice. Let's press T for translucency and get rid of the dragon island shape, which is just a transparency, a plane with transparency for me to get the shape right.
If they fall through the island floor, they will be stuck in your water trap.
If they fall through the island floor, you are totally right. You are totally right. We, in this kind of games, I totally want to give. I would like the character to have a teletransportation stone. I don't know if you played World of Warcraft. You have a heart stone. So if you do get stuck in a very uncomfortable like collision place between rocks or trees or whatever, and there's no way to get out, you can just teleport yourself back to your home base. It has like 1 hour of cooldown or something, and then you can do it. I think that's a very nice thing to do in case, like, because we might run into those issues where the character just gets stuck in some places. And when it comes to the ocean,
You don't need that.
I would like to add a breeding system, which these are not my decisions, right? Like, I'm just thinking of that. But
Make sure they teleport to the nearest safe zone.
no, I don't want like something that puts you out of the game, you know? Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, let's find for in-game solutions. You run out of air, there's a water monster, there's a magic stone that you can use to get teletransported. So let's just not talk to the game master in World of Warcraft and tell him, hey, I got stuck and you unstuck me. No. Let's get something in game so people don't get pulled out from the experience, right? And just breeding, having a breeding bar, like most games have done for years. You go too far, you wait. I don't know if I don't know if we are understanding each other, dude. Yeah. I don't know if you mean what I don't think I'm understanding what you're saying.
You want to place a monster under the island. Laughing face.
I don't think if you're getting my point. I'm saying that if for some reason the player decides to jump in the water, or for some reason it gets like out of the map into the water and he's not able to climb back up.
And breathing and stamina depletion.
Yeah,
Laughing face.
exactly. Some kind of system that if you wait for 1 minute or something, you will get you will probably like just drown and you will get back to base. So it makes sense inside the game, and it serves as a teletransportation system for the character to go back. Right? Like pretty simple solution, right? I think it's how most games do that. I believe it might work nicely. So yeah, we got most of it.
Trying to make this game like Elden Ring, Zelda, or anything.
I'm not exactly sure what to compare it with, and I'm not exactly sure how much can I talk about it.
But if the player falls through both floors, island and ocean floor, make sure the character snaps back to the island.
I don't think that's going to happen, because it's gonna have a collision. Like, I understand planes collisions you can go through them sometimes, but I don't believe that's going to be possible. So yeah, we can have something like you say, like if it goes through out of that bounding box, it will just teletransport. But yeah, that topic, it's I think let's just leave it for the programmer. It's not my part of the job.
Happens very fast. Laughing face.
So yeah, Chocomilk. What I was going to say is that I don't know how much can I talk about this, but it's going to be like co-op RPG. So you're gonna have a story. There's gonna be a main storyline, and there's going to be side quest, and you will be able to play this in cooperative, in co-op with other players. It's gonna be like, I don't know, 5 players max, something like that. So maybe it's going to be a little bit like a Zelda game co-op kind of experience. Not exactly sure where is this going to go, but all I know is that we have a very, very, very good programmer, a C++ programmer that is going to create something very interesting, and I'm very, very, very happy to have him in the team, and let's see what happens. I think that we're gonna focus on
You can say how much will it cost?
no, definitely I don't have a clue about it. I'm being hired to create the environment, and I'm not going to receive any income from this game apart from my hourly pay, so it's like I hope it's not going to be too expensive. Like I don't believe it's going to be, there's a lot of competition now in video games. We don't wanna, like, if this was my game, I wouldn't be selling this for too expensively, like for too much. I will probably put it at maximum, like
It will probably cost less per person than the assets in the project. Laughing face.
most likely that's what usually happens. I estimate, like, if this was my game, like from the consumer perspective, like getting all the costs away and getting all the assets and all the work and everything away, if I'm a customer and I want to play this game and I want to buy it with my own money, I wouldn't put it like beyond $20. I wouldn't charge more than $20, because if you charge a little bit but a lot of people buy it, then you can make your money back. But if you put it at $50, it's just impossible to compete with other games that cost $50, right? Like, so you need to think about that in perspective. My dad is a businessman, and he always tells me this. It's about you want your product to be as higher quality as possible, but you want to be able to reach as much people as possible. So price is super important. You cannot make something too expensive. And also, as an artist, he always told me, don't charge too much, because there's always going to be somebody faster and better than you who will be willing to charge less for what you do. So try not to charge too much for your work.
That's the perfect definition of a game.
That's my dad's advice, and that's why he's making his. That's how he made it. He made it. Let's say he has a very comfortable life. He works very hard. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. He's a workaholic. Most likely, that's how people describe my dad sometimes. But he's also very generous. Like, he's doing that for the family, and he's always he provided everything that everything I needed. Like, he gave me the best education possible, and he always wanted me to learn English, and he always paid for extra classes. for me to learn English and everything. So I'm super grateful with my dad, and I'm really trying to use that knowledge to make my own business one day. I do want to have my own storefront. I do want to make my own games. I do want to hire other artists and programmers and pay them like a very decent salary. So it's all part of the thing.
Ubisoft, we have the biggest open world. Players, we only see water.
Oh man, Ubisoft is going through some issues. Yeah, I mean, well, yeah. That's why you don't want studios to get too big. That's when corporations take over, and it's no longer about passion. It's no longer about making something beautiful and artistic. It's no longer about seeking what the players want. It's just about milking people and trying to just make everything as profitable as possible. And that's when people just backlash. There's backlash about it. There's people feel it. People know it.
Join the big players.
I always thought that working on a AAA studio is probably the best thing to do. You get to know probably the best artists, the best programmers. You get to know how things are done, and I do appreciate AAA studios. They have spent a lot of money and resources trying to create pipelines and trying to like really develop technologies for others to learn from, right? But at the same time, I believe that nowadays the way to go is indie games. I really believe that as an artist, at least for me, I think that you'll have
It's only backlashing because they called it a quadruple A title.
quadruple. That's funny. Yeah. So yeah, that's my take on it. Basically, I believe that as an artist, you have a much better way of expressing yourself, a much better chance of actually being part of the team in a smaller team. If you look at the original Halo games, they were a very small team, like very small team. You can put them all together in one room. They all see each other faces, they all work together. They were a small family, and that's why the original Halo games are legendary, right? But nowadays it's not that like that. It's not like that. It's no longer like that.
Soul and modes, for example, your NPC has experienced the action you should have been experiencing.
Oh man, I don't wanna comment on that. I'm just it is what it is. Like, it is what it is. Yeah, that's the definition of money does not solve everything, right? You can throw so much money at something and it's not gonna just make it work. You need actual passion. You need actual people who are I don't know. It's a difficult topic because I know that the people who worked on Skull and Bones are very, very professional
Sailing game.
and very experienced people, but unfortunately
Nothing more.
there's people behind them that tell them what to do and how they should work and what they should do and when to release things. And that's why when things just simply don't work, you have the corporate greed and you have the executive side of things, and that's when basically you might have the best art director in the world and he will tell you, please, this game is not ready, we cannot ship this today, like I'm telling you right now, like, this is not ready for to be shipped, and the executives will be like, I don't care what you said, just get it done. I want this game to be on the store tomorrow, you know. So that's why you see things like that, you know. It's very, very sad, because
What is the scale of the map compared to the player com? Is it a compact map open world? Full size?
thank you so much. I don't know why your McAfee's messages get so delayed. Hey,
Sci-fi looks bad these dozens because they don't give the artists enough time. CGI,
yeah.
not sci-fi.
How are you, Perpetual? The evil below. The map, it's this size, and let me show you how big it looks accordingly to the player. Let me just finish this little detail right here that I totally forgot about, and I will show you. It's a pretty big map. It's a pretty big map, but not all zones are playable. We are taking a little bit of the World of Warcraft approach, where basically you see a lot of mountains and a lot of areas, but actually the World of Warcraft map is not as big as you think, but they use very clever techniques to make it feel huge, which actually it's very interesting to study a little bit of the world building inside World of Warcraft. I think that these environment artists from Blizzard, like, wow, these guys are very.
I was interested in the scale from the player view.
Yeah, let me get that going for you. Just give me one second to push this little thing around here, and let me go back to selection mode, and let me activate the biomes for you, because I want to show you a little bit of the forest and what we got. So let me just save everything right here, and into the PCG, procedural content generator, I'm just gonna activate a little bit of the forest. Let me just drag it here. Also a quick reminder, if you guys looking at the vertical stream on the shorts feed, you can always
Trust me, that map is huge.
is this the spline? Okay, yeah, this is the one. We got an error right there, which I'm not sure why. No problem. Let me just play it for you. Let me just activate the orange forest super quick.
The maps I have made in the past use huge distant props. It really adds to the sense of scale whistle, not adding to the actual playable area.
Yes, you got it right there. I was going to say exactly the same. World of Warcraft uses very big props to fill in spaces, and also to give this big sense of scale. A very clever thing to do, and actually I kind of want to go and do like a deep study on the World of Warcraft areas, their progression, how things evolved from 2004 24 20 years of World of Warcraft. I really want to do that little video. I think as an environment artist, it's a must to really study a little bit of what Blizzard has done with that game, because it's super impressive. It's super impressive. All the biomes that you can think of are actually somehow done, you see. So we got a little jungle area here, and food IK. I don't believe they use food IK. No, I don't think they have an ankle twist on their game. Let me activate this. No, they're not flat, but it's World of Warcraft is not really about that. World of Warcraft is about. Let me get the burnt forest activated as well, just so you get a better idea of the map, and then I will just play, because I really want to also check performance. Now we're gonna spawn some trees in here using the procedural content generator, which is amazing, an amazing tool to get some little trees and things spawning. So yep, it's time to play.
Fantasy 14 also does not utilize food for proper food placement.
and then we have this little jungle area. Yeah, it's not necessary for a game like this other forest that we're gonna change, and we have my favorite environment, which is this swamp environment. And let me just show you the scale of the map, just so you get an idea. I'm gonna play from the other village. I'm sorry it's taking me so long, but I wanted to activate everything before showing you, just so we get a better idea of how things are actually placed. It takes about 20 seconds to play the thing. I want to tell you, Perpetual, if you want to see the horizontal stream where I have all the menus of the game, you can go into the YouTube channel and check the horizontal stream. So as you can see, it's huge. Here we are on the starting village, and I will try to go up the hill and show you a little bit. This is a little bit of a nice kind of slope I was working on. We got a lot of floating trees and stuff I need to adjust. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this stylized thing, and soon we will have these stylized characters and a little bit more stuff going on, which is gonna be amazing. Here we have a little bit of a slope problem. I need to work on that. A little bit of texture issues right there on the landscape, but it's okay. We're gonna get the interiors going and stuff. Not for every single building, right? But I want to have a lot of interiors. So this is the scale of the map. Let me see if I can show you a little bit of the city, this little town from up here, and then can I see a little bit of the world from here? Oh, that's a nice kind of... I need to work on these views a little bit better, trim out some trees and actually work on the height so we can actually get a better sense of the scale of things. And also the vegetation I had... Oh no, I fell down. Oops. Yeah, you see, that's what I'm talking about, Fino. You see, we got stuck. Oops. I really need to work on that. Thank you so much. Let me see if I can go back to that area right here. So yeah, from here you get a look at the whole village. I do want to cut out some trees. It looks very repetitive and a little bit boring, these trees. We're gonna work on that. And this forest, actually I need to change. I really like this style, but we are going to use Cinti polygon assets for vegetation only. My team told me that we need to keep the style consistent.
Added fog and lighting details, etc. will look very nice.
Yeah. Lighting is gonna be a big deal for this. I'm very excited about lighting because I never had an experience like that. I never had an experience. Yeah, I got some Blizzard news. Funny stuff. Okay.
Are you using world partition?
I think we are using world partition in this. We do want to use a level of detail. LODs, yes, we do want to use that. These trees look beautiful, but you see performance is terrible. It's actually very, very bad. I love the height and how the light looks and stuff. That's a good question. I'm not sure if I'm using world partition on this map. It's kind of fun because I'm supposed to know that I'm the environment artist who created this thing. We do have world data layers and world partition minimap here. So I do believe we are using world partition, but I'm still trying to figure out how to use it properly, because it's kind of, where are the options? Is it world partition, data layers, world partition editor? Oh yeah, we do have world partition here.
Just open the World Partition Manager. It will tell you.
We do have world partition, and we do have world partition on the outliner, and it does, yeah, it does use world partition, but not in the right way, right? Not in the right way. It's not like it just it's not like we are able to load only what I need from the environment. It's not exactly how it should be set up. That's the thing. So yeah, let's just go back a little bit to the actually world building. So I'm going to just help my computer a little bit and start despawning these PCG graphs, so we get rid of the vegetation for now. I'm using a combination of foliage tools and procedural content generation to spawn different assets all around the map. I'm getting an error here. I don't understand. Do I need to click on use multiple to get that going? Interesting. Is it here? Use select multiple. Oh, if I quit, it doesn't give me the error. Huh. Yeah, this PCG, it's kind of interesting. Like it's a.
Since it is world partition, if you want an actor to be able to leave one square of the partition, make sure it is set to is spatially loaded on.
Oh, that's what you told me.
Of course.
Ah, I see. I see what you were trying to say last time. I appreciate that.
If you don't set the setting, it will despawn.
I see. I appreciate it. You told me that on the last stream that I was getting things unloaded. Yeah, I appreciate that, Fino. I will definitely look into that. Right now, to be very sincere, I don't want to play with world partition settings, because it brings me to some memories that I had with world partition. So I'm gonna leave that for the programmer. I kind of want to see what are we going to do, how are we going to work with this, because I'm really thinking about just using different levels.
Expect weird stuff to happen on a horse when the setting is on.
World partition means just weird stuff popping up and popping out, just appearing and disappearing. But nonetheless, I'm super happy with Epic Games implementing
It
technology.
has been buggy, to be honest. That and blocks can be a pain.
I totally agree. I had an experience with with two other programmers, and they were actually very annoyed with the world partition in Unreal 5.1. We had a very tough experience with it, even though we had two programmers who really tried their best to make it work. Another thing I wanted to I always mention to people, it's when you're working with PCG and you want to get to work on your landscape, make sure to deactivate the PCG get landscape data and sample points on sample landscape, because just sculpting your landscape and pushing those around is gonna just lag your computer like a lot. So it's a good practice to just deactivate those. Okay, so we got the landscape nicer. I'm pretty happy. We don't have any like big issues right now. I think everything's like pretty decent. There's no floating mountains or weird intersections between them, as long as I can see. If I go around, we might be able to find
ECG recalculation.
Exactly. You're totally on point with that, and that will just slow things down a lot.
And look, smiling face with hard eyes.
Thank you, Alexis.
This looks amazing.
Hey, thank you. Oops, I changed the scale. I wanted to change the rotation. Let me show you. The island got a new shape. So what do you guys see here? What kind of mythological animal is this? Oh, let me push it down a little bit. I think if you guys are looking at the vertical stream, I'm getting there you go. There's also a horizontal stream where you can see all the menus and everything in my channel.
Dragon.
Yay, it's a dragon.
Dragon.
Nice. I know you want rabbits, McAfee.
Moving stuff around also triggers NAV mesh bounce recalculation. Yeah, I'm vertical too.
You guys, if you are interested in the technical aspects,
NAV mesh bounce should be placed at the end.
yes, that's not something that I'm going to deal with. That's going to be done by the programmer. I can definitely
All landscape.
help with that. No, landscape is only here, and then we have a bunch of mountains, little static meshes around.
What kind of game is it, RPG?
It's going to be a co-op 4 or 5 player action RPG with a main storyline and side quest, and that's as far as I know. I think McAfee said something and I didn't respond. Hollywood sci-fi looks bad these days because they don't give the artist enough time. Yeah, that's a problem. Yeah. So let's spawn some things. Let's actually work on some biomes right now. Yep, I need to do another small island, but I don't want to do it right now. I kind of want to give it a first pass to all these little islands right here. These biomes first. I don't really want to. So how can we start with this? Okay, first of all, let's try to change the vegetation for the green forest. This is the first area. This is like the starting village.
How do you make it not like you? Asterisk.
Yeah,
What do you mean by spawn some things?
Spawn means like just appearing things. This is not laggy because my computer is a little bit strong, and also because we are trying to use foliage tools and PCG, which creates instances of the same object. We are also trying to keep performance going, and I'm very impressed that I'm able to run this because I did run into a lot of performance issues. So don't believe that this just been like smooth sailing. I had a lot of performance issues, especially with the water shaders and stuff like that. So by spawning, I mean this. Let's go to green forest. And let's open it up, and then go here, and I come here and I connect, and a forest should appear from nowhere. And this is super nice, but we don't want to use these forest trees since the style is not actually compatible with the rest of the assets. I know they look super nice and everything, but we need to keep the visual style as close as possible. So I'm going to go and try to find some trees that fit better the style, because I know I think we have new trees somewhere. Let's see if the asset migration actually worked yesterday. There you go. We have some biomes, and then I have some static mesh assets here. Yes, we got some new trees. Hey, oh, we got some new mushroom assets. Nice. And we got different trees that I want to use to make a nice forest. So
In Second Life, people call spawning resin.
resin. That's fun. Res comes from resurrection. People usually use that term to ask for somebody to revive them when they're dying in World of Warcraft. It's kind of funny. They use a lot of different slang in World of Warcraft. It's kind of hard to keep up with that. So I seriously don't know what trees should I use. This is one of the hardest things to do. Find like nice trees that go together and make sense. I like this one a lot.
By painting over each asset wildly with a slight brush is going to further making it look like from the same universe. Not going to work in those trees though, carrot.
Mm-hmm.
Every year they say happy rest day.
That's funny. Yeah, I totally agree. McAfee, I think that we can definitely work on these trees and make them work better, but it's gonna take a lot of effort to actually achieve something closer to what I need. I'm looking at every single tree, and most of them are from different packs, so I think I'm just going to look here. We have two types of trees. We have this one, and here is where things become very interesting, because you need to be very creative on how you use these assets and actually spawn some things. Those are very beautiful kind of things. So what I'm going to do for this tree, oh, look at this, these are just images as a background. We call those imposters, because they actually just are just images of trees on a plane. That's kind of funny as a background, far away asset. Usually Quixel Megascans trees, they become just planes, just images when you get very far away. Inside Unreal Engine, it's called an imposter, because it's not the real asset, it's not a LOD, it's just a plane. It's like the lowest level of detail, let's say, it can get to. So let's get into the fun part. So let's spawn some. Actually, let's swap these trees. Where is the PCG graph? I thought it was open, so let's just open it back up, which is a green forest, and get this open right here. And now I'm going to open up the the thing and go back to biomes, which I want to add a set folder color of something green, so I know that it's vegetation. Let's just keep it like super bright green. And here I want to go to static mesh and write the word tree. Nice. So I'm going to place this thing on this side and this thing right here. Okay. And I'm going to go to my PCG graph and I'm going to find we get the landscape data, we go to surface sampler, and then from that we spawn rocks, bushes, trees, and big rocks. So let me organize this a little.
Alexander Ivanov has a lot of nice different stylized trees in his packs.
Yeah, stylized is a big word. You have infinite amounts of styles inside the stylized thing, and that's where you want to be careful. If you mix a lot of styles together, they don't match. And my team, they really want to go Cinti Polygon. I believe that that's the route. We are using mostly Cinti Polygon assets, and I believe that everything needs to really fit their style. If you're gonna add anything from original or something from the outside, it needs to really fit, really be that style. Really, it needs to match, right? That's the word. So let's go into trees and let's get the static mesh spawner. And here we have different descriptors. So yeah, the problem is that I'm world building right now. I'm not actually creating assets at this point. It really takes a long time to create your own assets and make them look right and everything, which I love doing, don't get me wrong, right? But since I'm just one environment artist there's only there's only me on the environment, working on the environment. I need to really see how can I use my time the most efficiently, the most efficient way, so we can move forward with something. But I do want to create oh wow, this looked so much nicer than I thought. Now this forest got consumed by these trees. This looks amazing, actually, I'm not gonna lie. Wow. So it's a little bit overgrown, right? So let's just go back to the transform points, and here we can tell it the scale. Let's go scale 1, and we get smaller trees. Thank you. If you are more interested in the technical aspects, sorry I keep repeating myself, the horizontal stream shows all the menus and all the buttons I'm pressing. I don't know on which stream are you on. I think that you are probably on the vertical because your chat shows on the left. But yeah, guys, know that there's a horizontal stream where you can see all the menus and all the technical things if you're interested in the node connections and everything. I do want to make this into a tutorial so people can have it available, and I do want to create a small PDF or document that shows all the node connections so people can easily access it and they can easily spawn things, because it's a super beautiful tool. It's just a little bit it takes some time to get it working, and I want to create libraries of kind of PCG graphs so people can really use them easier and even implement their own changes and make something interesting out of them, because PCG can be used to do very complex things, and I'm using it in a very simplistic kind of way. But I know that if we create this like PCG club, I think that people will come up with very interesting things, because I've seen some super cool stuff that people do with PCG. Let's change a little bit the trees. Let's control them by separate. Okay, so what I'm going to do, it is super ultra powerful. Like, I'm not gonna lie, when PCG came out, I remember a very smart guy, a Ukrainian programmer that I used to work with, a C++ programmer, probably one of the smartest guys I ever known. The first day PCG came out, he told me, dude, if you're serious about becoming an environment artist, you need to learn PCG, and you need to learn it deeply, because this is just gonna like help you create crazy things. And now I realize that he was absolutely right. So let's try to modify each specific asset by separate. Okay, so we're gonna go to static mesh spawner, and we're gonna just basically get rid of all the descriptors. Let's see, we have index 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4, so we have 5 layers, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we need the number 5th, which is gonna be index 0. Just be careful not to copy and paste this on top of each other, because the comment box, it kinda drags the other ones. Nice. So what we're gonna do here is name this properly. Let's just name it tree 0, tree 1, since it's referring to index 0, index 1, index 2, sorry, tree 2, and this is gonna be tree number 3, and this is going to be tree number 4. This is just going to allow me to manipulate these assets in a more separate manner. So once we have that, we go to the static mesh spawner, and here we get rid of all the descriptors but the first one. So I'm just gonna reset here, reset there, there and there, and it will only spawn one mesh for us, which is this one. And you see how it works? Like, we get far away from it and it becomes a little two planes intersected, and we go even farther away. Thank you, Mac. I will see you on a little bit later. So we got that tree right there, right? So let's go back and let's go to tree number 1, and basically we're just gonna get rid of index 0 and just leave index 1, and now we should be able to just get the index 1. There you go, and we can manipulate that by separate. And then we do the same with tree number 2. We get rid of 0, 1, 3 and 4. That way we are able to just really play with this one and give it like specific scales and specific rotations, and really just control it individually. I mean, that layer will be controlled individually. So let's get rid of, this is index 3, so let's get rid of 0, 1, 2 and 4, and here we gonna get rid of 0, 1, 2 and 3. That way it will only control index 3 and it will only control index 4. Cool. Now that we have all these separated, we can actually start naming this a little bit more appropriately, so we can identify what are we playing with. So let's take a look. What do we have here? So the index 0, it's this long, let's call it long thin tree index 0, just being as specific as possible to know what I'm dealing with right here. And here I'm controlling the index number 1, which is inside the descriptor. You go mesh entries, index descriptor, and this is the tall tree. Let's call it a tall tree index 1. This is very helpful when you get a lot of layers and then you don't know what's going on. For tree 2, we are dealing with index 2 is a trunk, so let's call it mossy trunk index 2. And this color I'm gonna make it a little bit more like a trunk color, so I know that it's not a tree, it's a trunk. And this is going to be, we can just delete the static mesh spawner and get a new one, so we don't have this bunch of indexes. But if we do want to spawn more things in the future, it's kind of nice to just leave it like that, which might not be the best idea, because it leaves the old name for things, so it could be confusing actually. I'm gonna set it up and then probably clean it, yeah, just so other people can work on this in the future if they need to. So here we have a very interesting, it's called tree portal. Okay, let's just call it like that. So we have a tree trunk portal, let's call it index number 3, and also just I think he left to work on his game. It's going to be a fishing game. Mac is working on a fishing game, realistic fishing game, and he's building his own mega scans, I mean photo scans, and it's super cool. I really hope he's doing super nice, cause I like fishing games, specifically realistic fishing games. So here we have tree trunk number 1.
I just uncensored the beach turtle models.
So here I'm gonna get index 4, mossy trunk index 4. Let's call it a little bit more closer to what we had. Tree trunk 1. Let's just leave it like that. Okay, yeah. Okay, so now on this forest we want to change a little bit the things. So the trunks are way too big, right? So we don't want these trunks to just take over everywhere. I bet you needed to change a lot of things. So on index 4, on transform points, let's make this scale smaller. So actually let's go scale minimum 0.5 and scale maximum 0.7. It's gonna make them a little bit smaller, and then let's do the same with the other trunk. On the transform points, I want to get them to 0.6, 0.5, and 0.3, 0.5. That's good. Let's work. and here transform points on this index portal. Is this the portal? No, this is the other trunk. Let's make them smaller as well. See, 0.7 and 0.5 as minimum. So it will go from 0.5 to 0.7, and then we are going to have this kind of tree. It's just a bunch of tree trunks, and they don't really look that nice. So we need to populate a little bit more with the other trees. So let's go to the other tree. Let me save and save. This is gonna be great for performance. This is very optimized. That's the good thing about low poly. Stylized assets are super cool, but not always optimized. Let's go here, transform points, and try to get a little bit more density. So in the attribute noise, if you go 2, if you go 0, it disappears. 1, 0.1, we get a bunch of them. Okay, 0.5. Let's see, density filter. Okay, we got too much. Oops. I need to actually change a little bit some things, because I think we are not gonna use a volume for this. We're gonna use curves, so we can spawn them a little bit nicer where we want. So I'm not gonna change this too much. Now that I know that we're gonna have, let's see, can we get more of those trees and make them bigger? Let's go transform scale 5. That's too much, but it's kind of nice. Have them from scale 1 to 5. That's cool. I like this. Let's see how it feels. That's what. That's nice. Always good. I like this forest, like very dark. There's a lot of trunks. I think I'm gonna get rid of some of these trunks. Yeah, maybe the mossy one is kinda cool, but the roots are underground. We can push them up a little. Let's see what happens if we get rid of the trunk portal one. Let's get rid of. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, that's it. Yeah, the mossy trunk 4, I think, is the one I wanted to get off there. It was too much. Okay, so yep, you see how the LOD changes.
But for clothes, I might want to use dynamic landscape weather effects to add snow layers on top.
Oh, that's pretty cool. So we got most of this going. The thing is that I want to transform this into a spline PCG graph, so it doesn't spawn inside the volume everywhere, but it spawns only inside the splines I'm going to draw. I think that's the proper way to do this, so we can get the trees a little bit to grow on top of this area right here, and control more of where we want things to spawn. So let's do that. Yep. Now that we have most of the setup here, I'm going to open another PCG graph and reference myself on the, let's see, jungle PCG, the splined one. There you go, splined biome, and it's much more simpler. It's a much more simpler approach to things. So I'm just gonna copy this, and yeah, I'm just gonna copy this graph right here, and I'm gonna paste it here. Just be careful, get landscape data and disconnect, because we don't want to. Yeah, it's disconnected, good. So now let's try to transform this into a spline based graph. I'm going to go a little bit into full screen because I need more room to see what's going on. Okay, let's try to just create a spline based one. So okay, everything's super nice here. Okay, we can just let's get rid of these points for now. So this I'm gonna push around here, and I'm gonna get rid of those two. The get landscape data and surface sampler are already part of this right here. This 2-point node also, we don't need it because we have it here. And get spline data, okay, it's called SP biome jungle, and
Isn't it much easier to remove the PCG volume to prevent PCG calculations?
no, it doesn't really do much. If you hide it, does not really work. Green forest PCG. If you go pause regeneration, it doesn't really work. Cancel execution, sometimes it works, but the only actual way that I found to make it stop calculating the landscape points is disconnecting it. That's the only thing that actually gets the job done.
Not hiding.
There's probably an option to stop executing on the graph, I think, but I like to just disconnect it because it's a little buggy. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes it works for me, sometimes it doesn't. I like just this.
Just delete the PCG volume or move it up in the z-axis.
That's a lot of work. Then I need to place a.
So it does not touch the ground.
Then I need to place it back. You know, it takes a lot of time. Like, you want me to like delete the volume, so then I need to create a new volume, then I need to place it back in place. It's just inefficient, right? Doesn't make sense to move it or delete it, right? Makes no sense. If I can only alt click a little node and disconnect it, right? Doesn't really makes any sense for me to delete or move. Anyways, I know it has some options that says generate and stop execution, but I don't really want to play with those options because it gets very buggy. I had those issues on the other project. Sometimes it works by itself.
You can group all PCG volumes and move them up. Laughing face.
Yeah, dude, I'm not going to talk further about this topic. Since I already have a good solution for it. Okay, anyways, I'm just choosing a nice color for it. So here, let's check the other graph as reference. We have this noise and the static mesh spawners. So here, let's think about this for a second. Just gonna disconnect all of it here, and I'm going to just copy, I guess, yeah, just make a copy so I don't lose any of this, just in case. Leave it right there as a backup, because now we are going to like destroy everything but the spawner, most likely.
Connecting thousands of nodes is faster than grouping all PCG volumes in the outliner.
It's just one node. The node that you need to disconnect is called get landscape data. If you disconnect the first node, the circuit can no longer work, right? It's just one single node that you need to disconnect. I think I've done this like a lot of times on stream. I don't know if you've seen it. Like I do it pretty often. I think like pretty often. I open the PCG graph and disconnect the first node. Then I work on the landscape. Then I basically spawn the thing again with just the first node. I think you've seen it before. It's a pretty easy solution. Super simple. Here, let's see what the values are. Okay, we have the same values on this density, a little bit different values here. I'm gonna copy a little bit of these values. So these ones are for grass. I'm gonna copy these on the small rocks. These are the density values. For big rocks, I'm gonna copy the big rock values because this is what worked on the other one. Just gonna put it there so I don't need to modify it too much. Then the bushes, I'm gonna use this one also. And then for the long thin trees, I'm gonna get this one. Okay, and then for the tall trees, I'm gonna use big trees right here. And then we got a bunch of other ones. I'm just gonna copy them from the tree one, from this density, and then we need to modify it a little bit, but this is gonna be a good starting point, so that's great. Right now what I'm doing is, so you guys get a better understanding, is this it's the old way that I was doing PCG. So I was spawning meshes inside a volume, right? Which is totally inefficient because you spawn a lot of things and then you need to cut it out with a spline. So we found a solution to do it the other way around. I spawn only inside the spline actor, a little bit like the electric forest works. The environment from Unreal Engine, from Epic Games, they have splines closed in a loop, and whatever is inside the spline, whatever area is inside the spline is gonna be used to spawn these assets. So you can really control where you want to spawn them. That way you don't get like trees spawning behind a mountain or static mesh or stuff like that. So yeah, I think we got most of this. Let me just save this as reference here. Let's comment this and call it jungle, and let's comment this and name it old. And this is better for performance because you can really control better the density and where the spline is going to be. Let's call this old spawn over volume unbounded. Yeah, and then I was using splines to cut out paths and cut out areas from the whole area, which is super inefficient because we don't really want to do that. It really just it's very heavy for the computer. Nice. So now that we got all of this, let's get the spline data actor tag cleaned right here, and here let's just leave it like that. And now we're gonna get a new spline for this. Okay, this is where things sometimes don't work that well.
How many playable characters should I add to the character selection?
It really depends on you. It really depends on what you want to make, how much work you want to put in. If they are just visually, if it is just a visual change, it's just gonna affect it, affect the aesthetic and not the gameplay. I think you can add as many as you want, but if you need to like really program each one of them to have different mechanics, I will recommend just having few of them. Right? You wanna save time. So let's just draw a spline. Before I draw the spline, I wanna check something super quick. I wanna see what kind of spline are we dealing with here on the other ones. So yeah, if it is just aesthetic, it's just a visual change, you can add as many as you want. So it's a blueprint. It's a SP biome burn forest. Okay, so it is a blueprint. So we're gonna go here and create a new blueprint. Class actor. We're gonna call it BP SP. So blueprint spline green forest.
I remember this spline.
Uh-huh.
I watched you place it.
Yeah, this was a difficult one. Now we got new stuff going. So that's good. We got this BPSP green forest. Here we need to go to we got class settings and class defaults. I don't remember exactly where the tag should be placed. It's on class defaults. And here we're gonna name it exactly the same. We're gonna name it, let's just can we just copy the name here? No, we can't. Okay, it's okay. Let's just get it exactly the same name so it's easier to identify. BPSP green forest. I think that's it. And then also copy this name. Very important, copy this name right here. And let's go save. That's super cool. Yeah, I really want to learn how to make cool boss fights. That's super awesome. Now we're gonna try this out. Inside the PCG, we're gonna actually change the get spline data, all actors by tag none, and actor selection tag is gonna be the name of that thing. And I think that it should work. So let's start connecting things and let's see if we can actually get this bunch of things connected. I'm going to change the comment box a little bit,
including flying, grabbing, evading, etc.
Oh, there's a guy on YouTube that I follow. He goes all about combat systems and he makes some very cool stuff based on blueprints, and he has a Patreon, so I think that you can get his project files from him, and he knows exactly what he did, how he did it, and he has a Discord, so you can really ask him like how to modify it and make it exactly what you want. That's a great solution for non-programmers. And there's also a gas blueprint based thing, right? You need to, like you said, you need to, I think it's not totally free. You need to actually have purchased one of their products before, but that's going to be absolutely nice if they get that into total blueprints.
Is it the guy who made the Melanie Boss AI toolkit tutorial?
I haven't seen that tutorial. I need to look it up. I will try to find it and share it with you. But these guys make some interesting, like super nice boss fights. Probably the nicest boss fights I ever seen made in blueprints. Wow, I don't remember having so much stuff in here. Rock, big rocks, bushes. Okay, nice. Now we went from this to something a little bit more simplified. And also just need to connect those. And let's see if it works. Because the spline, changing the splines sometimes gives problems, but it's okay. Let's just close this and try it out. Whew, okay, that's very cool. We got most of it. Let me compress a little bit this node, make it a little bit more accessible. Nice. And this can be also pushed in here like this, and let's push everything a little bit together. That's nice, a little bit more accessible to work with. Okay, let's try it out. Hopefully if everything works out, I should be able to. Oh, we got a black screen. Okay, hey, what's going on? Oops, what's going on? It has to do with this thing. Yep. Okay, we are already spawning things without even placing the thing. Okay. Which does it have to do with all these other nodes in here? Let's check. Yeah, let me just separate, yep, the camera from here, and let's connect these up right there. Yeah, that's why it's dark. We make a mountain of wood right here. Basically all the other nodes are taking place even though they're not connected. They still going to be activated. Yeah, they don't actually need to be connected. They're just being spawned inside the volume, right? So to get rid of that, let's just disconnect all the spawn meshes. I don't really want to delete these ones yet until we get the functional spline. Okay, cool. And also here I want to just disconnect all these static mesh spawners, and that way it will be, now we can actually start looking what happened here. Now if I connect this landscape, oh okay, start spawning everything. Interesting. Okay, so it has nothing to do with the other one. Is there okay, I think I needed to change something in the blueprint. The blueprint does not have A spline. Okay, let's see if I remember correctly. Let's add a spline, which is a simple spline, and then this spline needs to be a loop splined, a closed loop, and then let's compile and save. Okay, and then let's look for tag. It was on class defaults. Yeah, I remember being it on class defaults. Okay, and on the spline sampler, it needs to be on interior. Yeah, I remember that. It's correct. It's just one little click. It's just one little click. It's crazy how quick everything spawns in there. Let's see if it has something to do with the spline data. Nope, it's not actually reacting to it. Okay. Let's try something different. Okay, let's just put the spline in there. These other splines that I used to cut out things from the trail, we can hide them for now. Well, in the other hand, I'm happy to be practicing these things, because I will be needing this a lot, and I really want to figure out PCG. So let's just drop this BP Green Forest spline on here, and maybe it's just spawning on the whole volume, because there's no actually spline on the world. So the PCG goes like, well, there's no spline to reference, let's just spawn everywhere. So now if we actually have something like this spline actually is present in the world, I think it's gonna work. That's my logic. Let's just make it a little bit bigger for the PCG to actually have some area. Okay, that's good enough. I think we're gonna be able to see. So let's actually test it. Okay, now that we have this spline actually placed, now it has a reference and it works. Perfect, we got it. My logic was correct. So now we can actually start playing a little bit more with this. Wow, these tree formations are so cool. Nice, super happy. Finally got the spline thing to work on the first try. Ooh. That's an improvement. Pretty happy about this. So far, I've learned many things. Oh wow, the waves are crazy. It's windy out there. Wow, there's something going on. Okay, nice. Super happy. We got this going. Now we're gonna play a little bit with the scale of things, and we're gonna actually make this look nice. Now that it works, we can get rid of everything else here. The jungle reference, we don't need it, and the old graph. I have it saved just in case. Basically, you get splines and use a difference as a bound modifier to take out meshes from a path, which can be helpful, but I think that I do have it saved on the other folder. So so far I've learned how to do 4 different graphs, so that's very good. Next thing I really want to get into is procedural buildings, yeah, and mesh sockets. Procedural buildings and mesh sockets. With that, we will be able to create like very interesting modular stuff. I mean, procedural buildings out of modular pieces. Okay, nice. This is good. We're gonna go and play a little bit with the scale, because the scale is just too much. Let's start with this, and we're gonna make it a little bit different here. Let's restart the scale for this. Nice. It's funny. The most vulnerable area is just exposed. It's like heavy armor, right? Like, and then like just okay. Wow, it's raining hard. Yeah, we got a storm going. Hopefully we don't get any power outages, because we had 2 of them today. Very short ones, but let's hope we don't get any power outages. So the question is, why is the scale not changing? Oh, it's I paused the regeneration. Okay, huh. Now it wants to work, right? It's funny. I mean, post regeneration means that it's not going to do any changes from your nodes, but post regeneration doesn't mean that the landscape data and the surface sampler are gonna stop sampling. That's the reality of things. Yeah, this surface sampler is gonna sample whatever the landscape is 24/7. That's why I like to disconnect this. And this post regeneration, it means regeneration. It means it's not gonna spawn or make any changes on the nodes. Totally. Now it makes sense, and it's actually properly named. Because not all PCG uses landscape surface. How do you call it? Not all PCG graphs use the surface sampler. You can do a lot of stuff without these nodes. So it makes total sense now. Okay. Yeah, getting a little bit more comfortable with this. So yeah, let's just create a spline and push it around the forest. Yep, I really like these trees right here. The density is just too much. We're gonna play with the density, but now we can actually just go and get it exactly where we want. The PCG volume is a little bit off. Let me select that and get it. That's that's the post-process volume. Okay, I want the PCG volume. There you go. And let's actually make it a little bit bigger. It doesn't matter now because it's gonna only spawn inside the spline. So this is great because we can actually push volumes into other volumes and have that nice kind of blending between different biomes and stuff. And you can do that also with different density filters, but I'm still not there. I still need to learn how to blend biomes together, because you can get density filters based on distance. So the farther it goes from the center of the volume, it will start disappearing and the density will start disappearing. So all the meshes from that biome will start popping out less and less and less until you get into a different biome, which is kind of super interesting. I really want to figure that out. All right, so let's see. First of all, I'm just going to draw the spline for now. You can always just hide the PCG volume and just draw the spline properly. This spline is a blueprint spline. It's not like the ones that we were using for the fences, so I don't know if this... It's probably we can make it work no problem with the super spline tool. That's the next step, actually, getting this spline to work with the other blueprint. That will be absolutely beautiful. But the other blueprint is also meant to just spawn and destroy the spline. It's more of a draw tool and then it disappears. This is nice. I really like this. This workflow of spline, just spawning on inside of a spline. So it's gonna be like this shape, a little bit. Like this, and like this. And let's push it a little bit here. Just alt click and drag. And let's try to get a little bit of the forest going into this direction and this direction here, and you know what, let's just populate the whole thing. Yeah, why not? Let's make it cover all this area right here, and let's end the forest maybe around here, and this other area is gonna be a different biome, I guess. It's gonna be more of a willow tree environment. So let's alt click. Okay, we need to get a little bit closer. Now we are getting into just alt click very slowly. There you go. You need to give it 1 second for the spline to actually react properly. If you do it too quick, it really doesn't react. Aha, and this forest can't... Oh. We got something very wrong going on here. Let's push it up and drop it with end to the floor so we get a better representation of where the spline is actually being drawn. Here I'm going to just push and drop with end and actually try to get a better idea of what's going on. For example, if the spline goes inside these static meshes, we're gonna get trees inside the static meshes, and that's what we want to avoid to save performance. Okay, we got it here, and just drop it with end, because splines are very deceiving. You don't really understand where the points are in the 3D world. That's why the other add-on is super nice. Not the add-on, the blueprint for drawing splines. So I think we should probably get it somehow connected, and then just draw a spline on top. I don't know, I need to really think about how can we make that work. But for now, this kind of is going quick enough. Okay, so let's see if we can actually just push this one along this side, rotate it a little, maybe add another point to get this little piece right here. Just alt click, I mean from the point, alt click.
Why physics is nice.
Oh, you see?
Fishing rods are skeletal meshes with a few modes. You can make really realistic physics-based fishing animations.
Kawaii physics. I haven't heard. Is that an asset pack or a plugin? I haven't heard about that one yet. It's crazy how many plugins and stuff there is. I mean, there are. Okay, so this is a nice spline. Let's see.
Free plugin.
Nice. Yeah, I'm focusing on environment art. Oh, this is the post process. No, I'm not gonna touch this one yet. I'm focusing like on
It's mainly used to make movies bounce, but you can use it for other stuff as well.
Nice. Yeah, I'm mostly interested in environment art right now. Not trying to dilute myself too much. That's the thing, because it really it's very easy to get yourself distracted with so many tools and so many things to do. Okay, let's spawn this thing, and then actually let's get the PCG biome a little bit more extended, like this, and push it like that. Bloop, regenerate. It's so fun how come I'm moving like a huge forest, and it's not really lagging the computer. I'm super like impressed about this. Super impressed. Yeah, just environments and world building and asset creation, and it's just a whole world of itself. So getting into those like other topics like that, it's very tough to like try to like deep deep dive into those topics when you really go on. This looks so cool. That's so nice. Okay, so let's actually start playing with the density and everything, because now we got some spline going. Let's see if we can make it look nice. Cool. Yep, I think I'm gonna do this forest, finish this forest, and probably just take a break, have some food, and come back and work a little bit on the other project. Pretty happy with this today progress. We got the island going, and we got the first forest changed for the trees that we're gonna use. And then yep, just wanna update all the PCG graphs to be spline based, and it's gonna help a lot on performance. And yeah, just really wanna populate the island a little bit to make it feel more complete. And then I think I'm gonna work on the other island. We got a small little special island on the north, which I think I'm gonna get tomorrow. So let's work on the density right now. Let's see. Let's debug first of all just one of them. No, you need to be very serious about your sleeping habits. You cannot be sleeping on no, you cannot be sleeping on the chair. Don't do that. Density filter. Let's go one by one. This is too messy. Let's just disconnect all of them and let's go little by little. Let's start with this one. Scale. Okay, we want scale to be smaller. 0.1. We want this to be more separated. Let's go and see. And we want this to be a little bit further away. So now on the density, you see it's much easier to modify. We only have 3 nodes to play with this. It's super nice, it's super actually friendly. You have all the layers, you have one object per layer, one static mesh, and then you can just really play with this. It's very nice. I really like this graph. It's super friendly. So we have a bunch of them, and then we have 0, then we have just a little bit more, and then yeah. And since the spline is smaller, the numbers are smaller. It's much easier to play with these sliders, and it doesn't bug the computer. It's more of a kind of like, you can give it like more of an artistic, it's more art directable. Okay, I like this. Let's start with the other one. Just gonna make just drag this pin here, and we're gonna keep on making this forest. These are super nice. I wanna use this on the burnt forest one. These trees are super cool. So again, let's make them less. And the bigger the noise, the less you get. Let's see, 10. But that's related to the density filter. So the density filter, we have 1 maximum, and we can go lower. Let's go 0.1. And on the attribute noise, let's divide this by 2. 3, 4, 5. Let's go 10. And change the seed so we get a different combination. Now these are floating on the hill, so we go to transform points. I would like to align these nodes. Let's see if I can actually align all these nodes. Is it like Shift A? Model. What do you mean? Which project? Let's align all these nodes by pressing Shift A to have them all nicely aligned. Shift A and then Shift A again. Shift A. Nice. Also here. Shift A. Nice. That's super cool. Okay, let's spawn the other mouse.
I am still migrating.
What model project? What do you mean? Let's change the transform to something smaller. Let's go 0.5. To 0.1. The attribute noise 0.1, it's too much. 10 is very little. 0.5. Density 0.1.
I am combining all bot models from CG Trader into one project for easier access.
Okay. I totally understood something different. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, now I understand what you're doing. I don't know if that's a good idea. I'm not really sure. CG Trader, it's great. You already got your models in that library, right? So I would just download exactly what you need when you need it, right? Because if you download everything and just keep it there in your computer, it's just gonna be very heavy. And sometimes heavier, harder to find things around, right? That's the good thing about online libraries. You can just keep your things in there. Whenever you need something, you download it. But keeping it on your drive, I try to avoid that. Because, yeah, things get very heavy. Nice.
The zip files are on my network storage.
Ah, that's nice. Okay, let's get this going, cause I'm getting hungrier. Okay, we got some trees going. Nice. I like these trees. Let's get some bushes. We got a bunch of little bushes, and that's a lot of bushes. And I don't like the distribution of these. There you go, that's better. Let's go 5. Let's go 2. Nice. Those bushes have collisions, which are not so nice. We need to get rid of that. Here, the attribute noise. Let's go here. And let's pop these rocks. These rocks also, I want them to be less, so let's go 2. That's nice.
That's a lot of stones.
Yeah, 0.1. 2. 0.2. That's nice. Let's go with the big rocks. 0 point, I mean maybe 2. I don't see the rocks. Let's check density.
You should change the seed on all spawners in the PCG graph.
Yeah, we got the seed right here. Definitely gonna play with the seed to see that everything's working nice. Right now I'm trying to find a little bit of the density I want. For some reason I'm not getting the big rocks to appear, so I'm just gonna reset density.
Also, you can use difference nodes to prevent meshes to spawn on other meshes.
Yeah, the difference node is super nice, but I think that we can achieve that with the bounding box, the bound modifier one, and just with the difference in noise and density, we should probably be able to. I still need to figure out what's the best way to do that, because we want to do it procedurally, not with a spline based. Oh yeah, no, with the difference node. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. I mean, Ninja told me about this. Yeah. You're right. Totally right. Wow, there's a storm going out there. It's windy and foggy and everything's moving a lot. So, where's the big rocks? What happened with the big rocks? I remember having a big rock right here. Is it the transform?
And you might want to avoid spawning on that dirt layer.
Yeah, I'm going to change the spline a little bit to get away from that.
Is it still the storm glory?
I don't know. Might be. It might be because it looks crazy. The ocean was just moving a lot. I just hope we don't get power outages. That's really what I want, and hopefully nobody gets major disasters in other countries, because that's crazy. Little trees. These little trees, I want them to spawn way bigger. Scale max 5. No, 3. Oops. 1.5. That's the okay, we got something weird here. We have the tall tree and the long thin tree. Let me just actually name it thin tree. So here it's going to be, let's reset that to 1 for now. Let's get the long tree to be actually a little bit bigger. I like this. Maybe 2.5. There you go. No. Let's make it bigger. 3, 4. More variation. A lot of dark areas. I like this. Okay, nice. We got some kind of forest going. It looks absolutely weird from far away, but maybe I'm not totally sure if we make those nanite, should they stay nice without LODs? That's a good question. Let's try it out. Let's go into static mesh and let's just see what happens if I turn all of these nanite. I don't know. Oh, we got some ruined temples. Beautiful. Let's go. Yes. No LODs. Yay. Give me the full picture. Yes. Nanite for the win. Got rid of those. I don't know how good is this for performance, but at least it looks super nice. from far away. And I really like this tree. These trees, they look super nice. I need to save everything cause the storm is getting pretty heavy. Oh my god, hopefully. Yep. Oh, cool. Okay, we lost transparency on the leaves. Oh no. Yeah, I think, well, that was part of it. Yeah. Yeah, I think, yeah, nanite does not support transparency. Yeah, forgot about that. Oops. Let me check something on the other one, on the other island. These trees, they do have transparency, and they are nanite. I believe they're nanite. Let's check. Nanite, there's not. It is nanite, and it does have transparency. Huh. Okay, something happened with those. It's just a matter of checking that out. Oh, no, it's just loading. Beautiful. Yeah, nanite, got it. Beautiful. I don't know what the performance is going to be, but we got some good stuff going on right here. Okay. Hey, this is awesome. I'm just gonna save everything, and let's check the volumes, the little splines, because these splines are not well placed. Let's see if we can actually place them a little bit more nicer, so the trees actually will spawn where I need them to. Let's cut that out. You see, I can just push the spline a little and it cuts them out. That's super cool. And if you don't get that to work perfectly, you can just add another point and cut out those little trees right there. Nice. And then you can push the spline back into the path and you spawn trees right on the edge. Absolutely nice. And here, that's good enough. Here is not so nice. Let's see where the point is. Obviously it's not gonna be interpreted correctly because it's too far away from the surface, so we're gonna like move it around. Okay, and it needs more information for this to understand that we don't want things spawning right here, so we're gonna what happened here? I love how quick it reacts. I'm super impressed. Like, performance, it feels amazing. Like, it's very reactive. Like, it is very reactive. It's like it is super nice. I was having so much issues with the PCG graphs before when I was using the other approach. This approach is super efficient just to work with. It is super art directable, and that's what I really looking for. Let me just push it with Alt. Yeah, make another spline point around this area. Okay, cut those things around. Okay, let me see if the spline is actually on there. I'm getting some. Maybe, do we have enough points in here? I don't see. Do we have another? I see the point. This is the point, and this point is too long. Let's just scale it a little. There you go. Cut it right there. And this should be able to rotate. Don't cut that one for me. I want to cut this one. Let's see. Okay, let's push it out. No, I mean push it in like this, so it cuts that. Okay, we have a little rebel right here. There you go. We got rid of that one. That was just spawning on the thing. Okay. We got rid of that rebel static mesh. And yeah, most of them are working super nice. Here I also want to give this thing a little bit more of precision by dropping it into the floor, and this one also I want to drop it into the floor so it understands where the thing ends, and nothing is actually appearing here because the actual volume is being cut. We cut the volume from this area. So we're gonna actually make the volume a little bit bigger so it covers the whole thing, and just by moving it like this it should respawn. Make it a little bit thicker like that. It doesn't matter how big the volume is. We can even actually make it unbounded since we are just using splines for it. I think, yeah, why not? Should I just don't care about the volume anymore? Right? No, because then if I get for some reason the spline disconnected or something, it will just load every single, it will load meshes all over the landscape and my computer will just crash. So I need to be smart about it since we're dealing with such a big massive thing. We need to take those things in consideration. Cool. Nice. Nanite forest. Let's see. Nanite. I don't want to see any changes from the distance. Yeah, let's go. Keep it right there. Nice. Nanite is absolutely impressive. It is super impressive. It's not like perfect yet, but it's going to be like the standard for games in the future. Let's play and check how it feels. Let's see performance a little bit. I forgot to I forgot to actually put the frames per second, but let's see how it feels to just move around. Camera looks nice. It jumps. I don't see any frame drops. It's probably running at around maybe 25, maybe 30. Nice. I like these trees a lot. They look very cool.
I once accidentally saw like 5 million stones in front of me with nanite. Almost without frame drops.
Yeah, for some reason, I mean, I need to talk to my team, but like, I heard that, yeah, oof, we got some lightning storm going. Please, I want the lighting to not, I don't want to have any power outages. I really want to work on the other project for a bit today. Very excited about the other project. And also this project. Super excited about this project as well. And it's been very healthy to just being able to switch it up. I really want to say it's been very healthy to be able to switch projects because you get a fresher look at things. It's like I do have 2 power supplies, 2 UPSs, like computer batteries, one for the internet and one for the computer, so it holds for at least a couple minutes. Maybe with Unreal Engine it does, you know, it eats up the battery way quicker, and I'm definitely gonna save immediately after I move this little tree right here. Absolutely. But thankfully, if we get a power outage, it should be a very quick one. If not, yeah, let's just save and save. Nice.
I wonder how I can use 2PCS to compile a project.
I always asked myself the same: how can you combine the power of two PCs to work as one? And it's not that easy. I asked a lot of people, and they were like, well, I couldn't get a straight answer. They asked me like, what do you want that for? And if they told me, if you want rendering, just separate the frames in one computer and the other. And I was like, well, that's not exactly what I want to do. I just want to run like very heavy.
Or blendering can be done with Ship it.
Ship it. Oh. That's very cool. Oof, alright. We got...
Answer. Faster rendering.
That's amazing. I didn't know that trick. Oh, I want to get into rendering, yay. I want to get into cycles, and I want to get into path tracing, and I really want to get some beautiful images going, yay. I miss rendering a little bit. I've been just focused in 3D real-time graphics, which is super cool as well, but I kind of like want to experiment a little bit. I have this 50s American Diner project that is gonna get path traced, and then I think I will send it to Cycles, and I'm in Blender, and I'm gonna get a nice render from Cycles as well, to just make a comparison to see how path tracing and Cycles compare. Could be a nice, interesting YouTube video. But I've seen results from Path Tracer that are just like, what? Like, what? Nice. This tree looks, yep, amazing. This it's a little bit dense. Not totally happy with the distribution. What's the word? Yeah, the distribution and the density and the placement of these things, but we're getting very close. I really wanna get all the biomes on the island. Yeah, I really wanna get all the biomes on the island, and then we got the other island, which is gonna be somewhere around this, on the head of the dragon a little bit. That island, it's very small. I think it's gonna, I'll just do it tomorrow. Yeah, I think I'll just do it tomorrow. It's not gonna, I always say the same thing, it's not gonna take too much time. 8 hours later. Yeah, but I think I kind of know what to do with that island. I hopefully it's gonna be pretty. Yay, we got disconnected. Haha. We got disconnected and reconnected. That's nice. This is super cool stuff. Wow. Splines, yeah. The reactor, you mean the UPS? No, it's not a light power. It's just the internet. It disconnects a little bit, but it comes back immediately, which is nice. As long as it does not go out for a long time, I'm pretty happy. This new internet connection I got, it's the best internet connection I've ever gotten in my life. I'm so proud of this company, this service provider. I'm like, just absolutely mind blown with their service, and just they came the same day.
They just stopped delivering packages. Laughing face.
That's oh my god. Yeah, delivery guys. Wow, that's a whole world of itself. Very, very, very. Very difficult. Very difficult to get all those packages in time. So it requires a lot of effort and logistics. Okay. So yeah, it's time to take a break. I wanna finish this forest before I go. Yeah, let's just push. Let's just push it. Let's just push it now, and so I can like, yeah, leave this in a nice place. I wanna check if everything works out nicely. If I just come here and use the same spline with the same name and go here and just...
When I start my LBL, my CPU hits 90%. Surprise face.
Oh my god.
You know you can paint the PCG trees on a forest layer.
Yeah, I heard that before. I really want to check that out. That's a great idea.
OMG.
For small grass and small rocks, I think that could work very cool. Yeah, I really want to try that out. Yeah, it works. We got the same spline with the same name. Working awesome. Let's start spawning these little trees around. Yay. Yeah, Mac always gets to the best parts of the stream. He always comes when like things are working. It's nice.
Let me check the tutorial.
Yeah, that's amazing, because that way we can get like little grass and little things for specific areas. I really want to see what are we going to do with the grass.
Painting it looks much better. Laughing face.
We can just paint foliage, no problem, right? But spawning grass on that, on the terrain paint layers, I think that could work super nicely. Then we will need a difference spline just to not appear grass where we don't need it, but I think it's gonna be nice just to get grass everywhere where we really need it and make it like, you know, PCG. We can control the scale and rotation and so on. I think it's gonna be a very cool way to control the grass. Ninja suggested something similar, using grass types on the landscape material, which I think it's also a great solution. But you know, PCG is the new thing, the new catchy word. So let's just try to do it with PCG. I still can't believe the performance of this. It's like nanite trees spawning everywhere. The density is insane, more than we actually need. And yeah, it's so responsive. I mean, it's a low poly tree. I totally understand that, but still, like, wow. Super happy with this. This is probably the best graph I ever made, and it's probably one of the simplest graphs, and it just works so sweet with the whole PCG thing. Nice, I like this. Let's push it a little bit here. it works so nice with these assets. I mean, yeah, I need to take a day off this weekend for sure. Because I do want to rest a little bit for my other, to start my other job like with full energy. Definitely need that. But at the same time, I kind of wanna like, I mean, if I'm wise enough, I think that taking a break is the most smart thing to do, because burnout, it comes in a very sneaky way. You think that you're not tired, you think that it's okay, you can keep on working, you think that everything's nice, you know, like you feel like invincible kind of thing, and then it just hits you, like, and it hits very hard. Like burnout, oof, it's something you need to take care of. The problem is that I'm having a lot of fun at the same time, so it's kind of hard to just, you know, be like, you know, yeah, I'm not gonna touch the PC today.
Grief is more than just sneaky. You think you can control it, but then it is already too late.
Yeah, when you start thinking about it, it's usually too late. It's like, oh damn, I'm burnout already. And recovering from burnout, like nobody knows how long will it take. It's just nobody knows. It really, yeah. I remember I felt like real burnout like 2 times in my life, and oof, the first time yeah, I just I was working for a small office, doing backgrounds for virtual production using a green screen, right? And everything was going super nice. I was super happy learning Unreal Engine, and I was just very motivated and stuff. And things got very busy. They got very busy very quick. And then I was under a lot of pressure, like a lot of pressure, constantly. And every time they just wanted something else from me. And then I started doing a lot of things that like were not related to 3D and stuff. And then I was like, it just became like total hell. Like it just became like, dude, like we need somebody else in the office. I cannot do all of these tasks. Like, I cannot rename 400 video files. I cannot look through these Excel sheets and just find the correct name for these videos.
Burnout can be a real death spiral, especially when both plus. Both can or will lead to depression.
Oh yeah, I felt very depressed. Absolutely, yeah. Absolutely, that's totally true. I felt absolutely depressed. I was like, I felt like taken advantage of, and I felt like very bad, you know. I felt very bad, and one day I just picked up my things and left without saying anything. Just picked up my things and left, and obviously, my employer got absolutely mad with me and stuff, and well, I just left. I was like, dude, I'm sorry, but this is not worth it. Absolutely not worth it, dude. I'm a 3D artist. I'm not a machine, you know. Like if you want, yeah. I mean, yeah. It became like just, yeah. I was just multitasking everything. I was doing things.
What the source of the depression is the outcome might be.
Yeah, the yeah, I was doing things totally unrelated to 3D, and then I felt like I was losing my time because at the beginning I was like very happy. I was learning Unreal Engine. I was building environments. I was really growing as an artist. I was like really, very excited, and then I started doing things absolutely non-related to it, and then we got a lot of 3D projects, and they were like, I needed to just rush them out. I needed to rush them out as quick as possible, and I was not enjoying them at all. And then it became a thing that I really started like not enjoying. I was like, I was just trying to rush through this bunch of projects, and I was not enjoying it, and they were not looking great. I was just trying to push through, and it was very bad. Yeah. So I was not learning anymore. I was not enjoying it, and I was doing things that were not related to the thing, and I was like, nope, this is not for me. Goodbye. Yeah. But that was a great experience, actually. That was a great experience. If you look back into it, it's like I will do whatever it takes.
For yourself, clear what drives you to do what you.
Yeah.
Make sure that what you do makes you feel good.
Yeah. That day I learned that I don't want to feel this anymore. Like I will do whatever it takes for me not to feel that anymore. Like never again. And it's been so nice. I've been so happy because every other job after that has been absolutely amazing. It's been absolutely cool, and I rather just eat oatmeal for an entire month than just work for 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 something like this, right? In this kind of environment, let's say. And
So I made an instant static mesh spawner to spawn instance of the Manny Manny just to be able to visualize the army. I learned two things.
tell me. Well, Ninja, you are getting super good at this. Like, it's really impressive that you are.
I have been in anti-depression therapy after somebody close to me died.
Oh, dude, that's rough. That's rough. I hope you get better, man. Like seriously, I totally feel you, dude. That's very tough. That's very tough. All I can say is try to do exercise. That always helps. Always helps to feel to make.
Don't load the whole map in world partition.
Yeah, try to do exercise. I don't know, like there's chemicals in your brain that you will release if you do exercise. It just really is very good for you. I understand, like like how painful like these situations can be, and I'm not saying that it's there's like one thing.
I stopped hiding behind my own shadow.
There's like no one solution.
I'm sorry to hear that, man. Sucks.
There's
Had a dude that was like my second dad passed away recently.
damn. Yeah, there's never one thing, like one solution that will fix it, but like when I do like feel sad, I like doing exercise, and it really helps. It releases like chemicals in the brain, and it's very hard, obviously, to feel depressed and just, go out for a run. It's totally like absolutely difficult to do this, but dogs and exercise, those two things help a lot, in my experience. So if you can get yourself a dog.
My first dad also died in 2016.
Yeah, that's rough. And well, I got a very old grandmother, my last grandmother, uh, and she's very very old. I need to go and take advantage and spend as much time with her as possible, because you never know when the day will come. She's pretty old. I'm super impressed by how old she is. Nice. My dad also loves fishing. Yeah, it's super cool. Yeah. Do you have pets?
Second dad liked rock concerts.
Nice. Do you have pets, Fino?
I have a cat or the cat has been. Not sure since 12 years.
Nice. Yeah, cats can be very.
The second thing I learned was this spawner allowed me to spawn almost 10,000 isms and still set at around 90 frames for the most part.
Wow. That's crazy. Are you? Have you heard about the new nanite skeletal meshes? Or do you think it's still a very experimental kind of feature?
I only know one thing. My cat loves sleeping on my tennis arm.
Oh, yeah. I hope you get.
10,000 literally looks small on my mat pillow now.
Yep, we want that to. Yeah, you need to think about your player map. It really doesn't need to be that big. You can get away with vistas, like very nice kind of. Areas of the environment that look very good far away, but you cannot access to. They can be pre-rendered, or maybe.
Ninja don't make them all visible at once on the screen. I prefer to have the NPCs, enemies, invisible when not in range. Yet I have seen it. But my plan is to use these until I'm in a certain visual range and have it convert to a skeletal mesh for combat.
Yeah. You told me. That's so nice. That's so cool. Like, there's nothing nicer than like, oh, we got some crazy lighting right there. Let me see. All right, so we got some super dense forest right here. Nice. Oh, I don't wanna draw this spline. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna spawn. No, it's okay. Let's do it correctly. Let's draw another spline. Yeah, I'm just gonna draw this one spline and check it out. Hey Neon, how are you? Have you seen the new shape of the island? It looks like a dragon now. I'm just gonna finish up this little quick spline and I will show you the new island shape. Yeah, give me 1 second just to finish this spline. We are almost there. I'm just gonna push this one little dot right here and alt there. Nice. Just so you get a better idea with this foliage, and I think that's good. I'm gonna modify it later. So the new shape of the island looks like this. Let's go to cloud. You see, it's now it's a different shape, which I think it looks pretty cool. I want to get the mouth, the jaw, also made out of snow. Also made out of snow. Thank you. Awesome. Yay. Still wanna get a little bit of these mountains in the right shape. There's much work. Yeah, there's more work to do, especially with these pieces here that are just scaled down. Yeah, it's just a nice approximation. Let's go to the oh, let's go a little slower. And let's check this out right here. Cool. I want to come check this spline. Which is the green forest spline number 1, number 3. Oh, I see what's going on here. Okay. Just need to draw this a little bit nicer.
Island of Dragons.
Yeah. I don't know how many dragons are we gonna have here, but hopefully we do get some dragons. That's a good question, actually. I don't know. Nice. And I wanna just get, oh,
Remember the page. Dinner.
yeah, thank you, Neon. Totally. I'm going actually, yeah, I'm just finishing this little spline, and I think I'm going to take a little break to have some food and continue. Absolutely. Not with this one, but with the other project, because I want to do something super cool for the other project, which is looking very nice. Very happy with the other project. Yesterday I got some very interesting camera angles. Nice. Let's cut this one out a little. Push it around there. Like this. More like that. Come on, cut it up. There you go. Yeah, Neon. I know. It's been difficult to continue with that. Yeah, it's been difficult. I truly don't know when I will continue with that. Yeah, to be very sincere, this project is going to be a long one, and also I'm checking the I'm doing the concept art also, and that concept art project, I'm not sure exactly how long is it going to be. We are kind of like making a test. We're kind of like seeing what comes out of it, right? And how much time does it take me to achieve one of those pieces, and if it's actually worth it, and if it actually works out and stuff. And then we need to like see, right? We need to see if actually it's doable for me and for my friend and stuff. And then
Sometimes I make a project and keep it there for a while.
yeah, and now with the new Fab Store, it's kind of like I really wanna push that out. That will be super cool for the Fab Store. Like I would love. Yeah, totally feel you.
And when I look back, damn.
That's how it is. Sometimes, well, you get stuff popping up, and yeah, like things are gonna change. Yeah, things are gonna change a little bit on October.
And then keep it there for a year again.
Yeah, you need to try to just focus on one project and finish it. I know it's hard sometimes. It's hard to do that. But yeah, things are gonna change a little bit for the channel since since I'm going to start my new office job on October. I'm gonna start my new office job. Things are gonna change a little bit, so I already talked to my clients about it, and I need to see how are we going to deal with that, because I do want to keep on streaming at least a little bit, like maybe I can do 1 hour per day at night. I don't know exactly how is that going to work. I want to see like if I'm gonna have like enough energy after the office job.
Hours stop at 700 age.
That's interesting.
I didn't make video.
Yeah, I'm so happy with the live streams. Yeah, yeah. I feel you. I feel you. Also, I want to do a bunch of tutorials as well. I have like a bunch of ideas for tutorials that will be very interesting actually. I think that will be very good for the channel. But yeah.
And the first video of that series.
Really wanna see. Cause
23K viewers.
what are you
That is crazy.
you
Accidentally closed the browser.
what are you talking about, Neon? Okay, that's kind of cool. We got the base splines going. Oh wow, yeah. I'm just gonna play a little bit and gonna take a little break. Whew. Nice.
I made the first video of that project. Part 1.
You're talking about my video or what? Because I don't believe I have.
Got 23K viewers.
I don't believe I got any video with 23K views on it. Oh, you're talking about your videos. Nice.
Maybe. I mean.
Yeah, it's good too. It's good to be specific about that because it's a little confusing to understand what are you talking about. Nice. All right, so we got 22 frames per second, 25, 20, 30, oops, 19. Oh no, this is not so nice. Oh, it's moving foliage, that's why. Yeah, we need to check. And these bushes, these are like they have collisions. We need to take the collisions off the bushes. I totally forgot. So yeah, I'm just gonna change the density. I like it a lot. Hey Space, it's 3060 3060 Nvidia Ti, I think it is. Not the strongest, but pretty good. All right, pretty happy with this. Okay, let's see here. Rawr. Yeah, I want to. It will be nice to take these vines and decimate them and turn them into like the low poly style from Cinti. That would be super cool to get all these on the same style, which is totally possible. Let's just spawn all the PCG graphs and see how things look like. Okay, let's go burn forest, activate it right here. Then let's get the green jungle, splined. Then orange forest. This orange forest is gonna be interesting. I need to see. I need to also turn it into a splined forest. Swamp environment right here. Cool. Yep, just save everything. Nice. Oh, it's gonna take a little bit to load. Yeah, that forest is a little bit too lush. We wanna cut it out a little bit, the density and stuff. But we got most of the things done.
The game I'm working on in Unreal has to run on a GTX 970. Long story short, I've been optimizing for days.
Yeah, it's good. That's very good because not everybody has a very like beefy computer, right? Like we will need to do serious optimization for this game, like very serious optimization for this game. It's not gonna be easy to make this actually workable for everybody. We need to find out how can we save on performance. So it's good that you have a not so strong video card, right? So you can actually start optimizing. That's actually very, very positive thing if you think about. Oh, this is too lush. Oh my god, I need to change this. Also, we're gonna change the vegetation here. There's so much to do in this island. We got a lot of changes. A lot of changes coming up. But yeah, today was good progress. We got the shape of the island. Yesterday I worked on the shape. Now it looks like a snake dragon kind of thing. Let me see. Boop.
A Wi-Fi computer. In Germany, they once released a freeware game called Wi-Fi Roll Action in Hollywood.
No, I mean beefy from beef. Like.
The game has seen the first Intel Pentium generation. Laughing face.
Nice. Yeah. I meant like beefy computers, you know, like very strong computers. Like. Nice, nice. I wanna get this other water. We can get rid of that water and that waterfall. This waterfall is kind of nice. Maybe we can change the materials. Here we got some weird stuff happening. Yeah, this area I need to rework a little bit. Well, it's basically just. Yeah, I need to rework this little. It's gonna be actually like a town. We need to change a lot of things there. But yeah, pretty nice. Actually here, okay, I see. I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'm just gonna cut it here because I need to take a break and continue with the other project. So I'm just gonna. That's too dense as well. Yep. I don't like these trees too much. I like this color better. Let me see what is going on here. That's nicer.
Well, I had a 4080, but it melted. The RAM chipped in after 4 months, so I went back to my 970.
Oh no, you got the melted problem. No, I heard about that. Damn, that sucks. All of this is going to be snow. So, yep. Here we got some. Yeah, totally forgot about fix. We still need to fix some stuff here to actually get that right. Let's see if we can. I can just. It's okay. I'm just gonna do it with the landscape. Actually, yeah, no biggie. Not gonna focus on that. This city is going to change completely. Actually, this is going to change completely, and it's going to be like a big fortress. All this kind of city area we are not gonna use. We're gonna just make it a big symmetrical fortress. We can have some of these, but totally different. We don't wanna like just use the Cinti layout for sure. It's just was a quick placement. Okay, yeah, still got some issues with the landscape. Still got some areas that are not looking so nice. Here I want maybe to open up a little bit so the river can go through here. This thing, yeah, I still need a little touches, but it's much better than yesterday. Cool. Alright, so yep, let's take it a little bit farther away. That's kind of nice. For some reason this view is not aligned with the vertical stream. I need to align those properly. That's cool. Yeah, I like the shape. Pretty cool world actually. Like I'm pretty happy getting closer to. Just really want to populate all these areas and add all the little spots that we need to add, but it's coming up very nice. Very happy. Yeah. I do want to just. I think we will need to sit down again and just remap the thing to just make sure exactly where the points are going to be. All the locations that we're going to do. I kind of want to like. Yeah, get information on that again. Just a quick update to see exactly what areas are we going to be working on, because we got a monastery, we got this we're gonna have a little island right here, which I know is very important. We're gonna have underground city, which I think I already started building. Nice. That's super cool. Yeah, since this is not realistic, I think that using height maps might not be the greatest solution. We're going for very low poly style, so yeah, maybe height maps are too realistic and a little bit heavy also in performance. Not always though, not always. But it's a great start to use height maps. For realistic games, I think it's the way to go for sure. Yeah, and we're gonna have like magic forest in the jungle right here. Maybe a jungle temple. We're gonna have some lost city, some ruins. There's a bunch of locations. I kind of need to sit down and just make sure exactly where are we going to place them, and exactly which of those locations are going to make it into the map, just to have be on the same page with everything. But yeah, pretty happy. So going forward. But yeah, I'm gonna take a little break, and I'll see you in a little bit. I will continue with the other project. I have some exciting things to do on the other project. So let's see if everything works out. Let's see, cloud. Nice. Wow, this is probably the biggest environment I ever made, like this this Dragon Island. So happy. I'm learning a lot. Yeah. Just gonna take a quick screenshot actually of the thing. Just gonna take a quick screenshot to have a super clear vision of where are we going to place things. And then maybe take the skylight or sky atmosphere. Maybe this one, H and H. What else? I appreciate it so much. There's something I used to hide to make it look super crispy. I totally forgot what it was. Is it like the fog? I think it was the fog that I used to hide. Where is it? No, it is the main fog.
We might have to be right back or making a small pause widget and run the game in preview mode to keep the stream alive. Laughing face.
No. I need to stop the stream because I'm changing topics. I'm going to the other project, so I need to change the thumbnail. I need to change the description, and I need to take a break. You know, I'm going to like have some food and stuff. So it's gonna be like 40-minute break, maybe 1 hour break, and then I will continue with the other. There you go, the sky atmosphere. Now we get this crispy look at it. What is this here? Oh, this is our clouds, okay. And here I do have some stuff. Pirate ships. Okay, we got 2 pirate ships just floating around here. See, that's nice. Just hide them. There you go. There you go. Let's go back to not here, but there you go. Yeah. Now it looks super. I like how it looks right now. It's just like super crispy clean. Crispy clean. Let's see, can I zoom in a little bit more? It does not allow me. Interesting. Okay. And I'm gonna take one from the top view. There you go. For some reason the background is kind of like brownish, but it's okay. That's kind of good enough, so we can really picture out the map like this. I do want the water. Yep, I do want the water for sure, because I do need to get those things a little bit blended. Where's the water plane? That's a good question. On real water right here. Boop. There you go. I think that's better. Yeah, let me just take one like that, so I can place all the other things, all the other points, and then one without the water, because it looks super nice. And also one in perspective, to have a black background. Maybe not the best idea, but can I move it, pan it around? I totally forgot how to pan. Was it like this? Can I pan to the other side? Not up. Okay, well, I think, yeah, I need to go like this. I see. Okay. A little bit of a more perspective view on it. Oh, we're getting some weird stuff right here. Let me just try something. What if I go to screen resolution and just bust this up? Okay. Oof. All right. Now it's gonna. My computer is gonna like be very. Oh, nice. It actually got the resolution right here. Nice. Now this is the crispiest, but sometimes it doesn't like, Unreal doesn't like to take screenshots on 200% resolution, because it makes them a little bit, it messes them up. But no, this one came out crispy clean. Nice. I think this is a great to just draw a little bit on top of it. Nice. So let me just put it back to screen resolution 60, so it's easier for the PC to render this. And go Control H to show everything, then just hide. The dragon shape. Cool. Yep, that's nice. And we're gonna leave it right there. Oof, the computer, yeah, that doesn't really like when you change it, the screen resolution. It goes very laggy. Oof, okay, well, now we can actually just save it here, save it there, make sure everything's nice. And I do need to back this project up. I haven't made a backup in a long time. We just want to make sure everything's nice and saved. So yeah, okay, thank you so much for watching, guys, and I should be back in a little bit. Have a great